Josh Bailey has signed an extension with the New York Islanders. We're going to discuss the details of the contract and how this might influence John Tavares' decision as we head into this summer. And that's coming up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams, so if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So as we mentioned off the top, we have some New York Islanders news to talk about today. Josh Bailey has re-signed with the Islanders on a 6-year extension with an average annual value of $5 million. Considering the year that Bailey's having, I think this is a pretty fair contract. I know we did a video way back, probably a couple months ago, discussing the Tavares situation and Bailey and how Bailey's basically having a career year, and could the Islanders possibly retain both of these players? In my opinion, I thought they could, but it required Bailey to have a reasonable contract here. Sometimes you see players having a career year and expecting or trying to get way more money than they probably deserve, and sometimes it can make things unattainable and unaffordable for the team to retain the player. But it looks in this case, we've seen another example of, I think, a good, fair contract for both the player and the team. This allows the Islanders still to have the flexibility to re-sign Tavares. It's a very fair contract, I think, for Bailey. If you look at his career, I mean, he's been a fairly steady kind of guy. He is having a career year, but if you look at his numbers year over year over year, like, he has been a gradual improvement kind of guy. A lot of players you kind of see, quickly increase and then it's a spiral down. He's not that at all. So I think this is a very fair contract for the Islanders and for Bailey. And the fact that he's having a career year, he's been a career-long Islander, so it keeps him with the franchise where he started. I think this is a good move for both the player and for the team. Now, the big question though that I want to talk about with you guys, and I'd like to have some comments down below, is do you think that this decision for them to sign Bailey to this contract, how much, if any, will this influence John Tavares' decision to stay and re-sign with the Islanders? Now, it seems as each day goes by here, and anytime we hear anything about Tavares, it does seem unlikely at this point that a contract for Tavares is going to happen before the offseason. It doesn't seem likely at all. I can pretty well say with certainty that it appears as though the Islanders have no interest in trading him, even though they have no contract extension on the books as of yet. And it doesn't look like we're going to get an extension between now and Monday's trade deadline. So therefore, once that happens, not to say that it couldn't happen after Monday in sometime in March or April, it certainly could, but it seems as though all the information I've seen and read indicates that Tavares is likely not going to take care of this until the summer. It could even come down either on or close to July the 1st. So it really boils down to how much he wants to explore the market out there. I would hope the Islanders are giving him a nice big contract offer to try to help retain, so at least he knows they're all in on signing him and trying to build around him. Obviously, they've got some issues in New York. They do have some parts of their team that needs improvement, but they can work on that, and maybe the Islanders could do a job here at the deadline and into the early part of the offseason to show him that they're serious about making those improvements to try to build a winning team here. Obviously, they got the new arena that's scheduled to come up here in the next few years, so that's in place, which is good. So does this Bailey contract extension have an impact on John Tavares' decision to stay or to not stay with the New York Islanders? I mean, obviously, I think Tavares needs to see from the Islanders that they're willing and able to put together a winning team. Obviously, like any top competitive player, he wants to win. I'm sure his goal is nothing more than to win the Stanley Cup. And I think deep down he'd probably love to bring that to the Islanders franchise. So let me know down below, do you think this contract extension is going to influence Tavares' decision? And what do you think of the contract? Personally, I think it's very fair. I think it's a great deal for Bailey. It's a great deal for the Islanders. And I think, in a way, it might have at least some influence on his decision to stay. I think he needs to see a commitment from the Islanders to continuously improve this team. And as of right now, they're kind of retaining their main key pieces, which I think will help to at least a degree to keep Tavares. I think deep down my gut says that Tavares stays with the Islanders, but we'll see. Until we get that contract extension officially made, it's hard to say 100%. If you listen to all the NHL insiders, this seems to be a lot of them kind of say, what I'm saying is that their gut says he'd stay, but they really don't have any information to indicate that it's going to happen. A lot of them say it could be 50-50. So give me your thoughts down in the comments. Is Tavares going to stay? And if so, is this Bailey contract extension going to influence his decision? And what do you think of the Bailey contract? Thanks very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time.